Hi Taurus, welcome into your reading. We're reading for the 2nd to the 3rd week of January. As you always hear me say, time and energy is fluid. Some of you it's happening right now, could have happened for some of you last week, but more or less this is for impending future. So please take it with a grain of salt. Universe, angel, spirit guides, let's read for Taurus. And for my audience, just to let you know, I only do this for YouTube, not for private readings. If you, my audience, you are my queens. Whether you're male or female, incoming energy are the kings. They will be male or female. So you know who is who. Because sometimes I get you guys in who are like, oh, well, I'm a Taurus and I'm dating a Taurus. How do I know who's who? This is how you'll know. There'll be an incoming energy. All right, so let's go with that. What's going on in the situation for the Taurus land? Taurus. And now that we have Mars going direct finally, don't get me wrong, Mercury is still retrograde for like another week or so and its shadow effects, but we do have Mars having finally gone direct. So there where we felt like stuck in the mud, where we were lacking communication, where we couldn't get our, our thoughts and our words out. Now we're going to be able to be doing that. As a matter of fact, with Mars going direct for you guys, Taurus, this is when people are going to start seeing your inner light. How bright you are, how brightly you shine. But with that said, let's continue, because it looks like here with this 3 of Wands, I'm seeing that you're waiting for something. Let me have one more spirit for their situation. Interesting. Oh, wow, weird. What's coming towards them? And sometimes, like, I think I'm going to see these things in your readings, and then sometimes these cards come out, and I'm like, okay, that's different. What's coming towards them? It's like you're healing over something, Taurus. I think you're starting to realize there was a certain person here in your world that was very selfish. And that parts of you just needed to take care of you. And this is what I mean about that whole inner light, that whole shining bright thing. You're going to start seeing it for yourselves. All right, so let's continue. Because you have a very, very interesting reading here. What don't they see coming? What's the surprise? Guys, this is going to be a very, very specific reading. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even sure who this audience is between you, because it's very different from what I'm used to reading for you, Taurus. What is their advice? And I feel like every time I use this deck, this is my original deck that I learned on, I don't know, 18 years ago. And this is what I call my OG deck. I don't usually read it. Use it for readings for YouTube, but it just happened to be here and I was feeling it. I feel like when I bust out this deck, it tells me things that I don't want to hear, but I need to hear. I hope that makes sense. All right. And if you also are new to my channel, I don't sugarcoat anything. So think of me as your older sister. Whether you have one or not, I am it. I'm on the other side of your couch trying to help you and guide you. Okay. Outcome for the week, please. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy of the week, is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups talks about reconciliation. Sometimes it could talk about third party. If you're a single Taurus, this could just be you going out, enjoying yourself, like drinks and socializing, all of the above. But let me see what's going on here. Because it looked like in the recent past, you were dealing with some situation that just... I'm going to put that there for a second. Something from the recent past where you felt like you had some truth, honesty, and clarity here with the person, but then you just felt stuck by a secondary situation. So you couldn't move forward. But then there you were, coupling up here with somebody, feeling like a happy couple, reminiscing over the past. This is with somebody from your past, the good memories, the good times. And this could have been somebody you were married to or you had a commitment with, all of the above. Somebody out of nowhere texts you or sends you some kind of message that made you feel very hopeful and positive. But then this happened out of nowhere, and literally for me, the Knight of Swords in reverse is out of nowhere. Somebody just came rushing through without thinking anything through. This could be you or the person that you were dealing with. There was a big fight. There was a big collapse. This is shocking to me. These two cards together in combination is shocking. Something fell apart out of nowhere, and you're like, it left you dumbfounded, like shocked. All right, and then after the fact, it felt like you were being breadcrumbed, whether it's financially or emotionally. But then, what's this? You're celebrating something here, some kind of good news or even a reconciliation. Let's continue, because I feel as if this is the overall message of the week. This is why whatever had recently had happened to you, it gives me an inclination as to what's going on right now in your situation. And like I said, this reading looks very specific. So I do not think it's for all of you Taurus. Here you are right now. You're waiting for something. I don't know if you're waiting for to hear back from someone or to see a result of some kind. Whatever it is because you're healing here a broken heart. And when I see that tower that you recently suffered in the past, you're recovering from it. And then the Nine of Cups in reverse. All of these I'm going to clarify. So I'm just going to go over the whole base reading and then we'll layer over. And the more cards I drop, the more the story unfolds for me and for you. Now with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it tells me here that somebody was overindulging. Whether it's quite literally, meaning like drinking, drugs, a bad habit, something that they were obsessed over. It was very selfish and it lacked something desirable. So here you are waiting for some kind of result or a person to come back to you after you've healed a broken heart because of this, like this behavior, this selfishness on someone's part. Or for others of you, it's just something that was not desirable for you. We'll continue. Let's go on. Let's not get stuck there because let's go into the future stuff now. Now, out of nowhere, here we are. As you know, the Knights, for me, are action-oriented. They're not people. It's the action and the energy they come in with. Now, the Knight of Wands is somebody who rushes in all charismatic, fun, Romeo, Juliet type of vibe, very just charming, but it's a fun energy, meaning it comes in, it goes out. It's not serious. Here you are, on the other hand, being all kinds of stable yourself, because this is the Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and you are my queens. So here you are being responsible, being logical, being rational, thinking about everybody, your family, your kids, the whole entire external environment that you're dealing with, Taurus. This is you being that person, responsible and stable. And then here's this other energy, somebody who comes in and goes out. Four of Pentacles, holding on to someone, something, or money. Five of Cups, feeling guilt, regret over the past. This could be you, it could be them. Some of you, I'm not saying it's you, Taurus, it can be your person. Somebody here in this situation has regret and guilt over feeling like they're still connected to somebody that was casual. That's somebody that was a third party energy, somebody that was a fling, because it's like, it's weird. It's like your mind is of two worlds. It's like half of you is like, I want to do the responsible thing and I am doing the responsible thing. But then inside of me, I want to go off and do this other thing because that is my desire. And I don't get to have my desire. Like I almost feel like crying for you. It's just like, it's like, this is what's going on to you because somebody energetically is hanging on, holding on. It's interesting because these two energies could not be further apart. It's like here you are doing the responsible thing, but all you want to do is in some ways is run away because you're still holding on to some energy and you're not doing it because you feel guilty about it. My God, welcome to being an adult. All right, so let's continue. Let's see what the surprise is with you. I have the Queen of Swords, which is you, and the Moon in reverse. Okay, so thank God for some things. This is you shifting your energy, going from this, who you naturally are, to this. You're like, okay, I really need to take like my heart emotions and put them on a little shelf right now and think about something here rationally and logically. All right, you're going all cerebral mode. Because here, if you look at this queen, and it's not a bad thing. If this was upside down, I'd say like, okay, that's not good. You're being a little bitchy, but that's not you at all. This is you. Even though the Queen of Swords does not display her emotions, she doesn't display her feelings, but she takes care of things with a kid glove, a white kid glove, okay? She's very gentle because if you look at this card correctly, she's looking at this and she's like, I'm willing to listen to you. I have the sword raised. Sure, it's there to protect me. So the sword comes down because I will knock you out and cut you out, or I will put the sword down and we can have more conversation. We can talk, we can communicate, but I'm being fair. I'm being honest and I'm being balanced for all parties involved. That's the Queen of Swords. This is the energy, even to yourself. You're, despite what's going on here in your life, in your world, Taurus. Oh my God, I just saw a little feather. Anyway, you're still trying to be above board, all right? And the other card that came out is the Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse makes me feel like you're going to hear of something or you're going to see the light in something. And I think it's because you shift your energy from being this, this loving, nurturing, kind, motherly or fatherly type energy to this Queen of Swords. And you're like, okay, let me compartmentalize. All right, I got to split the two so I could just take a step back and look at my real paradigm here because I think that I'm not making the right decisions. So something, when you do this, when you shift into that energy, you see things. You start realizing. It's like the person who meditates. And when you meditate and you're calm and you're in the moment, you could take a step back and you'd be like, okay, now I could see things clearly. That's what you're doing, even to your own surprise, okay? Like this meditation thing that you're going to be doing, it's going to bring a lot of things to light for you. Now, in your advice position, the Page of Pentacles, which came out sideways, and this is all in your advice position, and the Ten of Swords. This tells me, guys, that with this Page of Pentacles, you're challenged by letting something grow, or in the reverse, it's kind of saying, I think it's reached its peak for you. And like, that's it. That's all I can do. As well as with the Ten of Swords over here, it's telling me also that something has ended. And it's like, let sleeping dogs lie. That's like kind of what I heard with this Ten of Swords. Because after this, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Because after this dusk, I mean, like, this is like it's like a beaten down dead horse. It's just like you can't beat it anymore. It's just dead. Because after the tens comes the aces, the new opportunities in our life. And that is why you have the Page of Pentacles, because you're not allowing something else to grow that does have potential. That's what the Page of Pentacles always talks about, something that has potential. It's like the kid that goes to college. They didn't graduate yet. They're in it to win it, but they're sitting there studying to graduate, to get a diploma so they can become something. That is the potential I'm talking about. It is when you meet somebody new, you're giving it potential to grow. When you go back to a relationship or a marriage and you try to fix things, it's got the potential, but it's being challenged because you got to let something else go. So we can't stay stuck here. And it's interesting because this is the year of 7. So for the whole entire collective, not just you, this is a very big spiritual year. This is a year for everybody in the collective to have their own personal spiritual awakening. And this is like one of those things that reminds me of that, because it's like you're looking at something, you're trying to rationalize it, you're trying to look at it logically, you're seeing it, but it's different. The heart wants what it wants, and then the mind knows what's right is right. So for you, this is kind of like what your challenge is. Moving past this, your outcome. You have the World, which is you finishing up an old chapter. It's like shocking for me when I do everyone's zodiac. I know I don't normally do everybody, but I do a lot of personal readings. everyone gets the world. It's so crazy to me. It's like we went through the threshold of New Year's Eve and everybody has the world card. We're wrapping up old cycles and we're going into new chapters of our lives. I just feel like COVID during 2020 did a big number on everybody. It was like a big fat reset. And then after that, it was like everybody was picking up the pieces, trying to collect themselves, trying to see what their new reality was through 2021 and 2022. We were having all these breakups and epiphanies and redirections. And by the end of 2022, we were seeing that we're like, I've really got to do what's right. I really got to put myself on a new path, a new direction. Voila, 2023, everyone gets the world card. The Hermit, making those wise decisions, because since 2020, everybody has been going through this, their own journey, their own path, with just the light in front of them. See, what's interesting about this Hermit card? Us tarot readers, you know, like if you know how to read cards really well, over time, like we'll get like big, thick books like this, and then they go into deep dives of each card. And I find the major arcana so fascinating. Why am I telling you all of this? Because the Hermit card to me is the most interesting. First of all, it's an energy of Virgo. When we start with the tarot, we start with the Fool, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, going out and putting ourselves out there. But then as we go, we stumble, we fall, we get back up. We're bruised, we're hurt, but we don't give up the fight. We keep going. But at some point, we become this, the Hermit. Now picture this. It's dark, it's black, there's no street lights, there's nothing. It's just pitch black out there. You could be in a forest somewhere and you hear animals and you're scared and you're vulnerable and you don't know what the future holds for you and you don't know what to do, that if you make this decision, are you gonna fail? Are you not gonna fail? You don't know. All you know is this, the little tiny light that you have in front of you. It's only glowing what's right there. This goes right back to that whole meditation thing that I was telling you. When you have this epiphany, when you hear something, you start rationalizing and making it logical. That's right. Because what's happening to you guys is you're wrapping up old shit. You're using your memories, the lessons that you learned, and you're moving forward. But the Four of Cups makes me feel like you're not exactly thrilled. You're not happy. You could be here with somebody that you've decided to be responsible or to do the right thing, but it's not making you happy. All right. And the only reason you're doing it is because of your past life lessons. And this here to me is unrequited love. It's a runner chaser dynamic. It's also just not being excited with your options or your choices. But we're going to clarify all of this and see what's going on. The problem with that kind of energy is that it doesn't allow you to see what you have as far as your abundance is concerned right in front of you. And a lot of the signs have been suffering this Four of Cups vibration. But let's see, let's continue and start clarifying all of these, because this is a very, very interesting reading. And this reading is very much about you, Taurus, as it is as opposed to your person. But as you know, those of you that are my members, in the extended, we go into your person. How they feel about you, what they think about you, the actions that they're going to take towards you, and then what Spirit has for the both of you. Yeah, that. But let's continue here. All right, Universe, Angels, Spirit Guides, Three of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. See, now that I just noticed this, these are 2 threes back to back. When I have more than 1 3, I know that sometimes there's a third-party energy, whether it's an affair, a third-party person, a third person butting their nose in your situation, or just in general. There's somebody here that's like an energy affecting your life, your environment. Okay, so we have the King of Swords that popped out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And there it is. Boom. Now I'm starting to see the story unfold. There's your Knight of Swords in reverse. And when we did this reading, there's your Knight of Swords in reverse. That came rushing in out of nowhere. There was a big breakup. There was a big fight. There was a big collapse. After the fact, you were receiving breadcrumbs, but here we are with this third energy. or possibly a reconciliation for some of you. But there it is. Somebody came rushing in. This person's definitely your lover. This is not your... It is definitely not your significant other that your family knows about. All right? Because it's a lover. All right? And then this is like out of nowhere. To me, this is out of nowhere energy. Look at that. There we go. There's your Ten of Swords energy where there was an ending and a betrayal. And then here comes the lover rushing out of nowhere. It can be the complete opposite, just rushing away. It's just some spontaneous action that's not thought out. It's just rash. It's like unthought of. They either rushed in or they rushed away. But it was incredibly spontaneous and not well thought out plan. Now, what is the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, please? So as I was saying before, when I get dual cards in the same position from two different decks, I'm pretty sure the story's on point. And for the story who Spirit wants me to speak for. All right? Because I have two Queens of Pentacles from two different decks. This is you. This is your energy. This is who I'm talking about. You're trying to be responsible. You're trying to be motherly, fatherly, nurturing, loving, kind, caring here in a situation. And you're trying to remain focused, regardless of your whole entire surroundings, whether it's positive or negative, this third party situation, you're still trying to hold it all together. It's like this vintage shirt and you see the seams unraveling and you're like, no, 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 I'm going to fix it. It's going to be okay. And I can still wear that bitch like nobody's fucking business. There you are. You're still charging ahead. Guys, this reading is exactly this storyline. Look at the bottom of the deck here, the Queen of Swords. Here you are, again, the Queen of Swords. Now, for others of you, this could be the third energy, the third person, which is somebody here who is, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female also. But for the bulk of you guys, this is you trying to rationalize all of this, even because your mind keeps going back to the happy memories, the good times. But was it enough? It was Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. What is the Queen of Swords and the Moon in reverse, please? Yeah, guys, unfortunately, your mind is drifting back to something. Your mind is, and I don't know if maybe the third party energy is kind of like poking you because you've done your due diligence, you've done your part, you walked away, or you tried to do the right thing, and then maybe they came back and they're trying to re-engage with the situation because the Judgment in reverse is talking about opening old skeletons in your closet, opening an old chapter, revisiting something that you buried, okay? It's like, let's go back to that. And then the Magician in reverse. Somebody here is trying to use some form of manipulation to make this happen, to open up an old can of worms, all right? And you're seeing this now here with the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Swords. You're like, all right, I see what this person's doing. I see what the situation's all about. Whether this is you doing it or the other person, someone's trying to open up an old can of worms via manipulation. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune, but luck is on your side. The fates have your back. I have this feeling, Taurus, honestly, I'm not even kidding you, and I have chills as I say this. I have a feeling like your person has been seeing you shine. They've seen you that you're steadfast. And like the things that you say and the things that you do, you mean it. You really, truly mean it. So you've kept true and honest about yourself in that regard. And I think this person has been seeing that about you. And they look at this thing in a way that is so admirable that they can't let you go. So this is just kind of like the energy I'm feeling from your opposing energy, why this person is so attracted to you or why they keep feeling like they need to keep coming back to you. There's something about your stability. And it's funny because the visions that I get sometimes they're odd. and I'm supposed to make sense of them. Like I see like this linear line, and it's like, it's gold. It's like shining. And it makes me feel like that's like you, your stability. And then the opposing energy is just staring at it, mesmerized. And I think that's the energy that they're feeling for you, Taurus, as I'm seeing this, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about a second chance sometimes. And then the Eight of Wands is the physical communication, or taking the actions of thereof, to give you a call here with this Knight of Cups to talk to you. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo. It doesn't have to be, but this is just somebody here is planting a seed of hopefulness. All right. And that's why I'm saying the manipulation. Somebody here is hoping that you might come back or you might talk to them. We'll see. Let's continue. Felt like something flew over there. Wow. Two of Cups. This is feeling like a soulmate. You both feel this way. This could go two ways though. So let me just finish pulling out your cards and I'll explain. Because it's clarifying the Ten of Swords, something that ended. Oh yes. Something that ended. And then there's your Hermit card again. All right. Scorpio, Virgo. Now, these clarifiers that are clarifying your Page of Pentacles and your advice and your Ten of Swords, honestly, guys, there's something here that has ended, but now needs a transformation. This is the, do you know what these Two of Cups make me feel? This is the decision that you make after Lovers. See, Lovers is a choice. You're not anything. You're not a couple. You're not husband or wife. You're not boyfriend, girlfriend. This is boyfriend, girlfriend. This is husband, wife. This is you both deciding that you're going to put yourselves out there publicly. And sometimes you get this by death. This could go two ways. There's an ending of this relationship. Others of you, it is transforming into this relationship. And you're deading what Lovers was. But then this card is here, Hermit. Trying to make that wise decision from all the things that you've learned in your journey, in your path, along the way, what I had described to you in your outcome. Because this in your advice is now being represented in your outcome, which is awesome. It's like internally, you know what you need to do. You know the right moves to make. And it's like your inner conscious is coming out on the external because it's out in your outcome, the Hermit card. In any regard, going back to your advice, it's saying something has officially ended. It died on the vine for some of you because it had potential and never went anywhere. Others of you, it's like something else has to die to give value to something else that has potential to grow. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because something does need to go away in order to harness this Two of Cups, this partnership. And this is a real partnership. Where Lovers isn't. It's just a profound bond and connection that you have on another level. But what is that? Are you karmics? Are you just life lessons? Or are you meant to be together? That's what it's telling you here in your advice. This is your challenge. This is what you need to understand. What truly can grow and what can't. Very, very interesting. Yeah, look at this. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Wands. This is you leveling up on a relationship. I was certain that this partnership with death was meaning this. Leveling up on something. Buying a home, becoming boyfriend, girlfriend, getting engaged, taking that next level, taking that next step, creating your foundation here. Now, let's go to your outcome over here and see what's going on here. The World, Hermit, and the Four of Cups. Some of you could have been dealing with an Aries energy also because I have the Emperor in reverse. And that could also be a manipulator, somebody who manipulates you too. The Emperor in reverse. And then Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here is trying to come in from out of the cold with you, Taurus. And you're trying to think about it. You're thinking about it. You're like, oh, it's like this thing is revisiting me. It's like it keeps haunting me and I don't know what to do. It's like It's like you're fighting with yourself, Taurus. It's like knowing what the right thing to do versus your passion and your desires want to do. And it's like the battle of the two energies within you, interestingly enough. And I think that might be what the Four of Cups is, because you're having a runner-chaser situation here with this person. It's like annoying. It's like we're on the merry-go-round again. This person sometimes just keeps coming back to you and talking to you, wanting a second chance. Let's talk about our feelings. Can I have one just for the Four of Cups? But you're like, no, I learned my lesson. Well, at least you're trying to. You're trying to think like, I think what you're doing here, Taurus, I could be wrong. You can leave me your comments down below. You're rationalizing this situation with this person who keeps, you know, coming back and forth in your life or in and out, regardless of everything else that's going on in your world. I think you're thinking to yourself, you're like, all right, let me do all the pros and cons here and rationalize this person. If they come back, what is the potential of this working out? And if it does, this is what needs to take place in order for it to work out. And then the other part of you is like, no, this isn't, I know this person, he's shown me enough. I have learned my lessons. I've licked my wounds. I've done the work. I don't know if I can go back there and do that shit again. That's why you have the Hermit card. And you're like, I'm starting a new chapter. But this Four of Cups keeps talking about this individual, this situation. Four of Cups, just Four of Cups, please. Damn right, it's this person. As I believed. Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't matter. They take on that energy. The energy of this person is very attractive. They're very alluring, very seductive. There's something about them that's so passionate that you just can't help yourself but being connected to this person. But that is definitely who the Four of Cups is. It's this person. And what did I tell you about that gold line before? Look at this. Stalking you. Wow. Taurus is legit. They really aren't going to come back. I've really got to go to them. And I really got to make this right or it's not going to work. Because they see your stability. That gold line. Look at that. And Four of Swords. And they walked away. You know, for some of you guys, I feel like this person had to walk away from you to grow the fuck up. Seriously. To grow up and to learn their shit before they could come back to you and know what they want. And I think that might have been 2022 for them also. Now, just curious, Spirit. Go ahead and pop me a card for this king over here and this king over here. Normally, I would do this in the extended, which I am in the future, just so you know. But this is my Twin Flame Oracle cards. So just to discern who these two different individuals are, let's just see. King of Wands, please. With the Four of Cups, please. Guys, what did I just get done telling you? Karmic partner, conventional relationship, duty bound by societal conventions, karmic partner. Transformation. Where are you, my friend? There we go. In your advice position. Death and transformation. Breakthrough, reinvention, you're ready for the next level. There it is. That's who this person is. I have a feeling, guys, that this person needed to grow up. They needed to go and do their own lessons. I'm just plugging in the computer before I use this view and the video. All right, let's continue. Now, Universe Angel Spirit Guides, tell me about this King of Swords. Somebody here likes to drink a little too much. That's not for all of you, but some of you. Somebody is overindulging, okay? Because this Nine of Cups in reverse is a drinker card. King of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords, please. Blessings, protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. Blessings. So they're not really giving me more details on this person, but there is something that this individual is bringing in your life, Taurus, for a specific reason. They're bringing you some kind of blessings, whether they're life lessons, or for some of you, it could have been just like your children that this person gave to you, or something else, some kind of karmic blessing. Now, let's go ahead and see what romance angels, Archangel Michael, Samuel, and Raphael, what you got for my Taurus here. Well, when I saw the Tower at the bottom of your deck, naturally I'm going to also see separation. So we're going to deep dive into this. And we will pull another card just out of my own curiosity in the extended. So we're going to layer over this. So obviously you're separated here with somebody, clearly, because it just looks like somebody made a snap decision and poof, it's just like something ended. Now, spiritual as fuck. Sorry if the F-bombs make you cringe, but the deck is funny, but it's also accurate. Taurus, what you got for Taurus? I'm gonna freak out when I can't even, guys. Meditation. Aka, shutting the fuck up for a few minutes. What did I say about the meditating thing? Lots of people say they don't know how to meditate. You're no longer allowed to be the one. You're no longer allowed to be one of them. Okay? Shut up for a few minutes. See what happens. Yup, that's what the Buddha did. Then you go and do it yourselves. So take some time out and then meditate, because half of this reading was about this. You're going to have that epiphany. You're going to have that clarity. That's exactly what it was for me, guys, when I was looking at this. This is what I was getting out of that whole meditation bit. So do it. It's going to help you. It's going to give you some profound vision as to how you're going to move forward. Because I see over here with the Hermit card, you're struggling to make those decisions from your past life lessons. Guys, this was an amazing reading. Please leave me down your comments down below. And those of you who are members, I'll see you over at the extended. Have a good one, everyone.